a few days ago, I built this DC motor generator, which when you give power to this motor will give you double and triple the power you give. That is, if you give 1 volt to this motor will give you 8 volts of power. Amazing, right? But not really. So if you want to know the truth about this DC motor generators, then stay till the end of this video and learn the truth. So before going to the video, if you are new to our channel, then don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more interesting Tamil and English videos like this. Now let's go into the video. So we all know the working of a motor. When you give power to a motor, its rotor or shaft at its end spins, like what we use in fans. So the same in reverse happens. That is, when we spin the shaft of the motor, we get electricity on the side. Amazing, right? So that is what I have done in this DC motor generator. What I have done is that I connected or glued both of the shaft of the motors together, and when I give power to one of the motors, both of the shafts spin. And as the other motor is not connected to any power, when its shaft spins, the terminals generate electricity, and that electricity is not same as the electricity we give. That is, if we give 2 volts or 5 volts to this motor will give triple or double or even lesser or increase in electricity. So is it really useful? Let's check it out. Okay, now I'm connecting the DC motor generator to this power supply that I had built, which is variable power supply, so I could adjust the voltage and check how much voltage it gives using a multimeter. So now I have connected a multimeter to this DC motor generator to check how much voltage it generates. Okay, now let's hand spin it to check how much voltage we generate. Okay, we can generate up to 1 volts by hand spinning it. See, I'm spinning it, power it. Okay, first I'll take this 20,000 mAh power bank. It is very powerful. Okay, now I'm connecting it. Oh no. What? It's taking 0.2 milliamperes? Oh no. Oh, these motors need a higher push of current. So let me increase the voltage to increase the current. Whoa! Just 1.4 volts. See, it's 1.4 volts. We can generate up to 6 volts DC. Wow! Okay, let me increase the voltage and check. Wow, 7. Okay, these motors need more current to spin correctly. Why? Because this motor needs to spin the shaft of this motor, which is very heavy. So it needs more current to spin it. So more strength is needed, which none of the power banks can support because these motors can take up to 20 milliamperes, 10 amperes and all. Sorry, 10 amperes or 20 amperes and all. Okay, we have generated 6 volts or 8 volts here. So is it actually useful in it? Okay, I have an LED here. So let's check if it glows an LED or not. Okay, I have connected LED here, and initially it's 0.5 volts and it's giving 0.8 volts, which is nice. Now let me increase the voltage and see if the LED glows or not. Okay, the LED glows here at 2 volts. Oh no. See, the LED is flickering. See, at 1.2 volts or 1.19 volts, we could light up an LED and it produces only 2.9 volts. Hey, at 1 volts, I could generate up to 10 volts before, but only 2.9 volts here. Why? They generate huge amounts of voltage, but when you connect a LED or load like this, it reduces to about 2 volts or even 0. This is because they can't generate the current required by the load to work properly. So why current is needed? So let me give an example. Say you are going for a jog in the morning. So to do jogging, you need sufficient energy to jog for at least 5 kilometers or at least 10 kilometers. So sufficient capacity for jogging depends on every person. That is, some may jog for 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers or 5 kilometers. So if they jog beyond that, then something may happen to them. So that is voltage and current. The jogging is called the voltage, and the energy to jog is called the current. So if you jog beyond your capacity, then you may become tired or something may happen to you. So that is what is called voltage. So if this LED is rated for 3 volts, if it goes beyond that, then it may burst or may fail. And the energy required to jog is called the current. So this LED needs at least 2 milliamperes to glow. So these motor generators generate huge amounts of voltages when not under load. And when we keep a load here like an LED, then it reduces to at most 0 volts or 2 volts or lesser. So when components pull the current from these motor generators, then the voltage decreases gradually because they're not power supplies to maintain the voltage and give it the current. They're simple motor generators. They reduce the voltage because the components uh, pull the current from them. And this could only glow an LED, 2 or 3 LEDs or something only. So I hope that in this video you have understood how DC motor generators actually work and how we can use them. So please don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more interesting Tamil and English videos like this. So let's meet another video. Until then, goodbye.